On behalf of the Salvation Army Advisory Board and all its members, I welcome you here to the launch of the annual Salvation Army Kettle Appeal. This, as you know, signifies the start of Christmas. And this is always the Friday that we start our campaign to collect for the Salvation Army. We are especially honored today to have our guest, the President of Guyana, President David Granger. To you, Mr. President, I express a heartfelt welcome. It is especially gratifying that you are here since your life mirrors the Salvation Army. Like the Salvation Army, giving has always been paramount in your life. You have given a lot to our country through distinguished service in the armed forces. You have written extensively on the diverse aspect of Guyanese history. And by doing so, you have given the youths of Guyana an opportunity to understand the growth of this great nation. Over the years, you took time out of your busy life to be on a number of boards and associations, both within Guyana and out of Guyana. Like the Salvation Army, which always serves people, you have continued to serve this nation at the highest level with a passion at a time when most people would refrain from the rigorous and a hectic life. You have decided to take up the mantle and continue to serve our nation, especially at an extremely challenging time in our history. Mr. President, we are indeed happy that you are here because your presence provides additional credibility to the Salvation Army. Your advocacy of this fundraiser gives the notion of honesty, decency, integrity, which are hallmarks of the Salvation Army. Funds raised through donations made at the Christmas Kettle, together with other sources of funds, help provide direct, compassionate, and hands-on service to thousands of people each year in Guyana. These funds restore hope and dignity to those who might otherwise remain invisible in our society. With your blessing, we look forward to the most rewarding campaign, and at the end of it, we will keep you informed of our success. I know that you had a hectic flight on over 17 hours, and yet you endeavored to be here with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the President of Guyana, President David Granger.
Thank you, Mr. Edward Boyer, the Chairman of the Advisory Board of the Salvation Army in Guyana. Your Excellency, Mr. Gregory Quinn, GQ, High Commissioner of the United Kingdom, Major Emerson Cumberbatch, Divisional Commander, and all the other majors here. I see Major Cumberbatch, Major Augusto, Major Thibault, Major Brown. Thank you for your warm welcome. Major General this time, Norman McLean, Head of the Private Sector Commission, and other members of the Private Sector Commission, other divisional commanders, members of the Salvation Army, members of the media, Salvationists, Guyanese, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be here, as Mr. Boyle said, despite a long flight. And I hope that our efforts here today would be rewarding. The Salvation Army has a unique place in Western society, founded over a century and a half ago. It has always been engaged in a war against poverty. And to my knowledge and recollection, no one has ever criticized or fought against the Salvation Army. Perhaps they know they can't win. But we have always been happy to be associated with the Salvation Army here in Guyana for over 120 years. It has been one of the pillars of society in our country, and we are very happy today that they're doing such important work in drug rehabilitation in addition to their charitable work. So I'd like to take this opportunity not only to usher in the campaign, but also to record the gratitude of the nation to the work that the Salvation Army has been doing for over 120 years in our country. Congratulations and thank you. You see, clapping loosens the fingers. So we come to that part. We are here at the start of the festive season, and most important for those of us who are Christians, we recall the miraculous birth of Christ, who came in very humble circumstances and began a religion which, of course, changed the course of human history. And one of the most outstanding aspects of Christmas itself, it's not just the miraculous nature of Christ's birth, but also that he came as a child. And for that reason, I believe many families throughout the Western world regard Christmas as a festival for children and of children. And we would like to feel that the launch of the campaign today is also a recognition of the centrality of children in our lives. They are the future. And if we don't look after children, of course, we will jeopardize our own future. And of course, the theme of the event this morning is about sharing and caring. Well, it's also about charity. And we have to learn to give, because in giving we get ourselves. In giving, we ensure that we create a climate in our country, a climate in which we learn to respect each other and love and share with each other. So today is a special function not only for children, but also for caring. This campaign is being launched today, I hope will make millions of dollars. I brought a small, what do I call a widow's mite. But I'm encouraged by the front row where the magnates, the captains of industry are seated. So I'd be very disappointed if, Major, you don't leave here as a millionaire. The Salvation Army is renowned in the Western world for its war against poverty. And in Guyana, the war against poverty is one of our greatest, or poverty is one of our greatest challenges. We do believe that if Guyana is to move forward, we have to reduce inequality. And I am convinced, knowing the Guyanese people, although we are a very small population, that if there were fewer people, if we remove those inequalities, more people will graduate into the middle class, more people will be able to go to school, more people will be able to enjoy that good life that we have promised them. So I regard your efforts today not only as an aspect of Christian charity, but also as an economic venture to reduce and remove inequalities so that more people will be able to gain education, more people will be able to participate more fully in the economy and thereby enjoy that good life. So in my brief remarks, I would like to ask each person here to give generously, because it will come back to you. I'm heartened by that, yes, oh yes. It will come back to you. It will come back to you in fewer children who are homeless, fewer families who are in distress, fewer citizens who are poor and can't afford to send their children to school, and fewer families who are able to share that good life. I do believe that events like this, although they're focused on one day of the year, that is Christmas, 25th of December, which is exactly 6 weeks away. Today is Friday the 13th, so those of you who are superstitious, don't venture far. But give. Stay here and just give till it hurts. But 6 weeks from now, we'll be celebrating that miraculous birth of Christ. And over that period, continue to visit old folks' homes, continue to help those in need, visit the hospitals, continue to assist children to participate in that good life with toys, with food, and continue to share the blessings of the Salvation Army that they have shared with humanity for the last 150 years. Today we are happy to be here, Major, Eddie, and I'm happy to be able to, on behalf of the government, give the first small donation. Remember, the journey of $1 million starts with 100,000. 100,000, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.